Hi there, and welcome to this piece discussion for the piece The Look from the series 21st Century Royalty. 21st Century Royalty is an ongoing series in a body of work titled Postmodern, and this series in particular begs the question, who are the queens and kings of the modern era? And who is it that we revere? Who do we worship? Who do we idolize in the 21st century? This series is largely inspired by royal portraiture, particularly the high pomp and drama found in the late Baroque and Rococo eras. The series is an attempt to depict the individual archetypes we follow, those who wield the influence and the power in the 21st century, and what happens to those who are placed in the unexpected modern spotlight. To view the current state of the 21st Century Royalty series and read the artist statement, there will be a link in the description of this video for you. With that in mind, let's now consider the piece The Look specifically, beginning with the composition. I was inspired to emulate a magazine cover for the composition of this piece. I was utilizing typeface with the figure's predominance over top and that sort of layer to create the iconic depth that's sometimes found on magazine covers. The word look appears in the background with the word what actually at a 90-degree angle, far more subtle in the farthest back layer, deliberately trying to look at magazine covers for reference in that regard. Much of the text is handwritten to enhance the frenetic and frantic nature. This piece starts to see small utilization of graphics and emojis that would later become far more pronounced in the 21st Century Royalty series. And the hues in this piece are an amalgam, exploring the breadth of the 21st Century Royalty palette, very smeared and uncomfortable laid out. I deliberately wanted to juxtapose some very uncomfortable values in this piece to add to some of the tension, specifically pumpkin orange and the cerulean blue as they appear. And the line work found in this piece is wavering and frantic, and a bit opposed to the typical graphic nature of a magazine cover, where things would be far more precise and clean cut. Conceptually, the text is meant to embrace this sense of urgency and insistence, that it is an offer, that it's attempting to be sold to the masses and coming apart in some ways. I was also inspired by conspiracy magazines and newspapers, and you'll find that in some of the text, like 50 Reasons the Dinosaurs Never Died, for example. Part of it is meant to add to the absurdity of the piece, and also to highlight the fact that anything to get the reader's attention will be placed on a front cover. And this also connects to the dinosaurs found in the figure's shirt, which is an effort again to add to this absurdist quality of the piece and the ridiculous aspect of it. And likewise, a weather forecast in the top right corner for no designated location, and on a print publication that is obviously going to be out of date almost immediately. As mentioned, the word what appears in the farthest back layer in a very faint cerulean blue, and it's meant to highlight the fact that there's something mindless about the consumerist effort made by publications, made by the media in order to just attract our attention and to get us to buy into whatever it is trying to be presented before us. The words "get the scoop" followed by "you worthless trash" just above the 99 cents in the corner are slightly hidden on purpose. It's meant to evoke the reality that magazines are only out for the money. It's never about viewership. It's always just about the dollars, and that goes for any sort of media nowadays. Many of the words are meant to evoke an insistence on the celebrity, on the trend setting, on a desire to emulate, revere, admire whoever it is that's in the spotlight that's on this cover. And the lower edge of the picture plane is constantly asking whatever comes next, because it's always ready to throw out whatever is currently in favor for whatever is going to be the next money-making thing. There are a few nods and references in this piece. In the bottom, you'll notice it says glamour shots, which is an absurdist reference to the movie Napoleon Dynamite. And it's also a veiled promise by most magazines to offer daring images of celebrities and figures if you'll just happen to flip through the pages. Survive in 2K19 is a reference to the year that I completed this piece. And the shirt that is being utilized on the figure is actually a reference to a shirt given to me by a friend of mine. The shirt actually had a dinosaur print on it, and it was far too small. And that was part of why I wanted to utilize it for this piece, because again, it highlighted the sort of absurdist quality to it all. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about this piece. This is by no means an exhaustive look at the look, but I hope it helps to deepen your experience viewing the work. Please share this video with anybody who may find it worthwhile, and likewise, please share the piece with anybody else who might find it worthwhile. Thank you for watching. Take care.